Hello, my children. How are we doing today? Yeah, 4 on the dot. I got a schedule. I upkeep. This ain't no joke. When I say 4, I mean 4. That's how it starts. That's when we start. I got a story for you. A lot of you do. But like I said, no begging. First stream. Welcome, Cam the Man. Welcome to the congregation. I'm hyping myself up to call in. We'll see if you get in. What is that? You're hosting my stream. Alright, I'll take it. Clearly that's... I didn't expect anyone to do that, so that's the placeholder GIF, I guess, for the system. Wasn't expecting that. But I'll take it. I'll take all the eyes I can get. Liam update. I don't know where Liam is. I haven't seen Liam in a hot minute, actually. Maybe he got in trouble. Maybe he beefed it. Can I call him via WhatsApp? I'm from Canada. Maybe. We've had a bunch of Canadian callers. I'm just giving everyone a minute to show up. Great to see you, Father. Great to see you, too. Always Ghost. Thank you for the Prime subscription. Much appreciated. Hate that picture of me that comes up in the corner, but at this point it's a meme in itself, so I'm just going to let it happen. My mustache looks good in that picture, so I'll take it. Hello. What's up, Father? How you doing? I'm doing good. I appreciate the question. I'm trying to call it. It ain't working. Well, I haven't opened the calls yet. That's why it's not working. Father, it's my first time on the stream, and I love you. I love you, too. Can you call on a phone? You can, any way you can call that number, I will get the call. I'm good. How are you? Hey, man, thanks for being here. Hey, man, thanks for coming. How is Jerry? I don't know. He seemed like he just needed to get a lot off his chest, and then he did. So, where are you? I am in a cathedral. Somewhere. Probably Chicago. Or Greece. Or Italy. I don't know. How do you have any down bad stories? I have several down bad stories. Yes. JTB, thank you for the subscription. Much appreciated. Father, what do you like to do in your free time? I play Valorant. And read the Bible, I guess. But mostly Valorant. What state are you in? I'm in Illinois. Your TikToks are great. I had to check out the stream for myself. 100 bits for the train. Alright, hype train. Here we go. Father, I was dumped 3 times in a row on Valentine's Day by 3 different girls. Please take my call. Well, once again, no begging. I made that clear. But second of all, why are you dating 3 girls? You dumb dummy. Do you mean you got rejected? Alright. We'll open up the line. No, you guys have been calling. Alright. I'll wait for the next call. You should make a Valorant account to play, like, for Twitch? When will the calls start coming in? Like, do they start coming in randomly? Yeah, pretty much. Well, the problem is you guys call me all at once, so it's like 500 calls and the system kind of shits itself. So, usually a straggler will get through. How are you, Father? I'm doing great. I appreciate that. Appreciate the question. Alright. Ooh, damn. Okay, slow down. Slow down. See, I can't even begin to describe how many calls come in. I'm going to call this guy back because he's called a couple times. Screen Candy, thank you for following. Subscribing.
Hi.
Hello, my son. What can I do for you?
I honestly just need advice from this one girl. So I was talking to this one girl, and sorry, I'm really nervous. I didn't expect you to answer.
You're good, dog. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I'm talking to this one girl, and right now I'm not really going to school, so I can't really see her. So I've just been texting her, and she's kind of giving me like this, like, oh, I want a relationship, but like I just got out of one, so she's not ready for a relationship, but yet she wants one. And I'm like really confused on what to do.
So she's telling you she wants a relationship, but she also doesn't want a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you asking for a relationship and that's her response? Like saying like I'm not ready but I do want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's practically the situation you have right now is in your hand cuz like she's interested in you but she's not ready. So it's definitely more of a time thing than anything. If she's interested in you, she's interested in you, but it's also the fact that, yeah, she just got a relationship. She probably needs a little bit of time. And it's probably better for
Well,
you to wait because she's probably still at least a little bit hung up on her last relationship. It's very hard for people to get over it
yeah,
that quickly.
yeah, she she really she's really flirty, but yet she I feel that she doesn't actually want one. She's just using it for attention, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Cause
that's a strong possibility. People do that shit all the time. I mean, if you're picking up on that vibe, the longer you stay in these kind of situations, the more you're likely to get hurt. So if you're picking up on that
mhm,
vibe, maybe give her some space or give the situation itself some space and, back out of it and really recoup, like get your head together
well,
because if you're catching that vibe,
well, then what do I do if she texts me? Like, do I just?
ignore it. Ignore it for now. And then,
But
have
that's gonna seem rude, and like she wants one, and then what if she's ready for one at that time, and I just leave her on open?
well, then you need to communicate and get it out in the open right now, saying like, "Hey, I'm kind of confused as what's going on. I just want to get like an update as to what we're doing because I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time. So if you are interested in a relationship, let me know. Just communicate openly with her because if you're right now
Mhm,
you're struggling, I don't think she even has an idea that you're struggling in this situation, right?
mhm.
So definitely, let her know what's going on. That's if you want to keep the possibility open, then you got to communicate how
Um,
you feel because otherwise you're screwed.
she just texted me right now.
What'd she say?
Um, so right now she just got out of school. She's like, "Hi." I put, "What are you doing?" She put, "I just got out of school. How about you?" I'm like, "I just woke up from a nap." And she put, "I just got out of school." I'm like, "How was it?" She was like, I was fun today in Lamau." I'm like, what made it fun?" She's like, "My friends." I'm like, "My friend invited me to go smoke," but my mom said no. She's like, "Damn, that sucks." Yeah, I haven't seen him in a few months. And she's like, "Who is it?" And I said his name, what we did. She's like, "Oh, okay." Like I'm trying to carry the conversation because I actually do want to talk to her, but I don't want to be like that person that just I want it to be like that 50-50 kind of thing where I don't want to be carrying it.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, once again, if the conversation's a little dry, you just gotta communicate, and it might come off as like a little mean, but otherwise you're screwed. You gotta let her know what's going on with yourself right now, because you're definitely in your head heavy right now, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't let her know, you're just gonna suffer for the next 3 or 4 weeks. You gotta let her know how you're feeling at this point.
Mhm. Yeah. So how do I do that? Like because she she's a very straightforward person,
Yeah.
and I really don't want to make it sound awkward or weird.
Well, it's gonna be a little awkward. You got to get through that because that's the community.
Uh-huh.
Like you said, she's straightforward. A straightforward person. Maybe she'll understand what's going on, but it's always gonna be a little awkward to have this conversation. So you got to let that be known. But say like, hey,
Uh-huh.
she knows you're already interested in having a relationship, but you got to tell her like, hey, right now I'm really struggling with this because I'm interested in you, but you don't. You seem like you're in it, and you seem like you're out of it. So I just want to get an update on what your feelings are in this certain situation. And then it's up
Uh-huh.
to you to decide whether or not you want to stick around. Because she might say, I need more time, and she won't be able to give you a timestamp. Then it's on you. Then it's how long you were willing to wait.
Oh. Okay. Thanks for your advice, man. You really helped me. Love the stream. Thank you.
Awesome. No problem, man. Thanks for coming in.
You too.
Bye bye. Easy. 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 3 subs in the hype train. 200 bits. Someone else sub? Did I not see it? Screened Candy. Thank you for subbing.
Call from.
Everett.
Everett.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Sorry. I didn't know if I hit the right number. How you doing, my son?
I'm doing pretty good.
What can I
Pretty
do for you?
good. Well, you see, I'm just always stuck. I'm just always stuck on this like level, I guess you can say.
In what sense?
In what sense? Well, I always like try to talk to a girl, and then I like, I can never get past small talk. You feel me?
Right. So are you
Yeah.
talking in person or over text?
Just like, and I mainly over text. It's just I never know how to progress.
So that is the hardest part of being good at talking to people of the opposite sex that I had to deal with. I have a very specific sense of humor, and it comes off as either like shit. If you don't know how I talk, right? Like I can tell right
Yeah.
now you have a very unique speech pattern, and you definitely seem like a little bit.
Thank you.
Not to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I've been talking to you for exactly a minute, but I'm not gonna read into you too much. But you definitely have like a unique speech pattern, and you definitely probably have a little bit more of a unique personality than most. So when you talk to people, you might think you're coming off, fun, but a sense of humor is really hard to translate over the text if they really don't know how you are in person. That's why I strike out on Tinder, and I'm also very bad on paper. Like I'm not photogenic, my height's not great. I'm a priest on Twitch. Like these things don't the opposite sex don't appreciate that. So I would suggest kind of either talking to them over the phone or on FaceTime or meeting them in person and being able to talk in person is always a great first step because then they can read you a little bit better into what you're trying to communicate.
Yeah, I understand that.
Right.
It's just also I feel very left out because all of my friends have just gotten there's like they always talk about women and stuff like that. And I'm just like
Swinging a miss.
okay, that was poorly worded.
Yeah.
They always talk about just like basically hitting up with people, and I'm just always like sitting there in the corner.
How old are you?
It's like completely. I'm 15. I just turned 15.
Okay, bro. Oh my God. Listen, you gotta understand that probably at least one other person in this friend group feels exactly like you. It's that I feel like a real priest right now, like doing the exact bit. We're like, oh, you're not alone. You're not alone. I was there. I'm sure at least half of this chat when they were 15 or right now feel like you feel. But you're 15, dude. You really have time to grow. You feel like that probably because that's what you are right now. But you just have so much more room to like learn hobbies. You're going to develop a great personality over time. Within the next 2 years, you're going to be out of this slump, and you just got to focus on yourself for the meantime. It's going to hurt while you hear other people saying like, "Oh, I went to a party last Saturday. Oh, you weren't invited? That fucking sucks." But it's these things that are going to happen over time. Plus, in high school, friend groups, they dissolve. I call it's the time to mow the lawn and get out the snakes. Because, like, you see these dudes and they have, like, 20 friends on Snapchat. They're drinking. They're having a great time. But they're all either going to go to the same college together or they're going to be hometown heroes. All you need is, like, 2 or 3 good friends in high school, and you're going to survive. High school is not about having a good time. It's about surviving. Okay?
It's that easy.
It really is. High school is, especially for people like us. I mean, do you play sports?
Only tennis.
Okay, so there you go. We both know that path. I mean, you're not a classic jock. You're probably not one of the popular kids. So just focus on surviving. Focus on yourself right now. You're gonna become a better person. You're gonna thrive in college. You're gonna find some dorks in your dorm who love Smash Brothers, and you can just tear it up with them. And then they're gonna have friends, and then you're gonna talk to their friends. But for right now, focus on yourself. Don't beat yourself up because you're not talking to girls or swinging and missing or you can't get past the talking stage because that's gonna come with time. Which sucks because I don't have like a cheat code for you right now, but I'm promising you it's gonna get better.
Yeah, there's one guy though. I'm sorry if I rant for a bit.
No, we still got time.
All right, there's one guy he's ginger, has freckles all over. He's 4'11", and he's still doing better than me, and that hurts.
Do you know why? I know exactly why. Because he's 4'11", he's ginger, and he has freckles, right? I don't think those are like the worst attributes. I'm not gonna shit talk this kid, but he's always had a bad beat. He's always had a rough time, and he earlier than you decided I gotta figure this shit out. So he probably is wicked funny, developed a sense of humor. Maybe he plays a couple instruments. He figured it out before you that you gotta focus on yourself in order to be approached by other people. He like you said, like he's popular. He's getting girls because he's better. He's figured it out. You just need to take the time to figure yourself out. He did it probably in fucking 3rd grade. He realized I'm fucked. I gotta figure this shit out. I promise you that's the situation with him.
So you're like your best advice would be just like time.
Yeah, well,
wait it out.
Time, but also don't just wait. You know, like you still gotta keep talking to people. You still gotta practice. The social cues are not something that it just comes one day. You gotta read people over and over again, like you're learning a new language. You gotta put the effort into yourself. Maybe work out a little bit, develop some new hobbies. I mean, tennis is already a good start. It's a unique enough skill in sport that you're gonna make good friends regardless. But work on yourself. Take the time. You'll get there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Work on myself. I got that. So
there you go. You got the time. I believe in you.
Oh.
All right. Bless
Thank
your
you
heart,
so
my
much,
child.
man. I feel better already.
Oh, I love to hear that, man. Thank you so much. Nothing wrong with being a ginger, by the way. The only problem is you get bullied. That's why that kid has a good personality. He was bullied. I don't think we should get rid of bullying in America. I think we should be able to deal with it better. It's always going to happen. I was bullied. I was a dork. Look at me now. I'm a priest. Someone just subbed. Who subbed? Vankick? I feel like I've seen you before. Someone else subbed too. One sec. I want to say thank you to everyone. The outdated one. Thank you for the prime sub. Much appreciated. Gingers are fine. I was down bad for the girl we raided on Wednesday. Okay, don't be creepy to the people I raid. I hope you guys weren't creepy. I stayed around for a little bit. Seems like you guys were being nice, but if anything comes back to me where you guys are pieces of shit to the people we raid, I'm gonna stop doing raids. So be nice to the people we raid. Why'd you give me 1 bit? Why did you do that? I was bullied because I'm fat. There you go. It's gonna happen. If you're anything besides a cookie cutter, remember when SpongeBob gets his curves out and he's like that perfect shape and he's like, I'm normal. You're gonna get bullied unless you're that kid. And if you're that kid, no one's gonna talk to you because you're boring. So being a kid sucks, dude. Kids are awful. Alright, let's see. I'll give a call to someone. I'm gonna call this guy. He's called before, and he calls from a company.
Hello, you've reached the trans.
Okay, I can't call that person back because I got a voicemail out of company. Let's call this guy.
Call from
Nico,
Nico, how we doing, my son?
what's up?
What can I do for you?
I'm kind of in this situation with this one girl. So I was dating her for so this started back in the summer. So I was dating this one girl, and we were in a pretty big friend group. We had 5, 6 people, and we would go hang out, whatever, and me and her started dating for a couple months, 4 months or something like that, and then she starts because I went to a different school than her.
Okay.
So me and her are at different schools, and the start of the year comes around, she does field hockey, right? So I'm and see, the thing is, I go to school at a different school, but I take my bus to her school because that's in the area that I live in. So I would come to all her games and shit. Or can I cuss? Or
Yeah.
is that,
to a degree. That was
Okay,
fine.
okay.
That's fine. I swear more than you, so you're good.
Okay. I was just making sure because I don't know how Twitch is, but yeah. So I'm over here supporting her and whatever. I'm making time for her and whatever. And all of a sudden, her little season comes to an end, right?
Right.
So then I'm okay. So I go sign up for basketball. So I make the team, and I'm I'm at the first couple practices. She's trying to see me and whatever, and now she's getting distant. So then I'm okay. So we, me and her, we talk every night on FaceTime, shit like that, and then we wanted to hang out, but I just couldn't because I had practice every day and stuff. So we just we became more distant.
Okay.
So we're kind of distant, but we're still talking every night and stuff like that. We just don't see each other in person that much. But as that kind of goes on, since we're in the big friend group, there's 2, 3 other guys, and those are all my guys.
Yeah.
And one of them, he's been through everything. I've been friends with him since I was in elementary school.
Word.
And so me and her end up breaking up. And then not even a week later, she was telling me she was saying it wasn't gonna work out. We go to different schools and all this other shit, and just I think it was mostly bullshit.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. But he goes
And not even like a week later, like I had no time to even like think about it. Like they go start dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so I'm really mad, right? And my school plays their school in a basketball like game, so we're like I'm like like I'm prepping, like I'm ready to like go in there, and then like go crazy over that game. So I go over there, I do my business, whatever, and then right that was like completely unrelated, but I just kind of needed to include that.
Right.
So when a break comes around, my Xbox mic was broke. Like that, it was all broke, and then I got a new mic. So then I get on Xbox, and I start talking with all the guys, and they're like, "Yo, like you hear what happened?" I'm like, "Why? What happened?" This guy, he got with my girl, and then what she was telling me, she was telling him that I was abusive and shit, and like I was doing all this shit to her, and I couldn't believe it. Because I don't remember doing anything like that and, like, harassing her and doing anything. And it was just like that. And then, so after we broke up, like, the big group chat I was in, I got kicked out that group chat. And then there was another one I was in, like, with my own friends. And then with like, them included, like, it was kind of extended. So I just left that group chat because I wasn't going to be in that one. So I'm just kind of like, I'm lost.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to do.
We just had a guy in the exact same situation. It's almost like you're the same person. Like he's just floating in the ether. How old are you again?
I'm 15. Like, yeah, I'm a little young, but
You sound like
I'm like
goddamn 27. That's so crazy. Yeah, well,
I get that a lot.
it's definitely gonna suck for a little bit. What are you, a sophomore?
Freshman. I'm a freshman.
Freshman, dude. I mean, this is like the worst case situation. You're gonna have to like. I jumped ship on my friend group because some bullshit went down sophomore year, and I'm glad I did because I got way better friends after that. But you just gotta. It's gonna get better. I hate to say that because it sounds so cheesy, but like you're definitely in the shit of it right now, and there's nothing you could have done. You weren't abusive, right?
No.
Then
I couldn't even have the thought of like laying a hand on a girl and like abusing them like that. I could not even think about that kind of stuff.
I'm the same way. I find anyone who does that is like I think deserves the death penalty. But when it comes to a girl lying about you, she had her motives. I'm not sure what they were, but maybe she just wanted to get you out of the friend group so it wouldn't be awkward because she did lie to you and say all that shit. So bad beat. Definitely, you learn a lesson in terms of you got to be able to read people a little bit better and not date these crazy people, because at your age you're just happy to have a girlfriend, and if they're cool, they seem cool, it's fine, but you really start picking up on red flags over time. So I would say study the tapes, figure out what you should have seen a little bit earlier, like go through the text messages and kind of like when she was getting a little distant with you, like what was going on, figure that out, get a little bit more communicative with the next person you date. Right now you're just gonna have to sit in the shit because you are in the shit, and I don't want to. Was it? I recognize that. I'm not going to ignore that. But take some time. It's going to suck for like 6 months, but it's going to bounce back. High school's a great time to reinvent yourself and find new people.
All right, I got you.
All right,
bro. Thank you so much. Like I've just been struggling with that, and that's been on my mind for a little bit.
It's gonna it's gonna be on your mind for a little bit longer, but it's gonna make you stronger. No one became the best person they were because they sat in a room and ate potato chips and had a perfect wife their whole life.
Right. All right, bro.
All right.
Thank you so much.
No problem, son. Have a great day.
You too.
All right. You guys are giving me a lot of praise today. A shit ton of praise. Every time you guys hang up, you're like, that was the best advice ever. Stop it. Stop being so appreciative. I'm doing my best, but god damn it. I'm just telling you guys what you need to hear. Anyone else would have said the same thing. Father, got any advice for making friends in the first year of college? Make popcorn in your dorm. Or if you're in the dorm, make popcorn. People just walk in. That's what I did. That's how I met my friends. I left my dorm door open and I made popcorn. I had a popcorn maker and people rushed in. Making popcorn? Fuck yeah, I am. Come in here. But also join clubs. Join clubs. Something you're interested in. College is all about meeting people with your shit experiences.
Joseph.
Joseph, how we doing, my son?
Hey, it's me again from I don't know, give or take a week ago.
Okay, what was your story?
This girl I liked, and she ended up having a boyfriend, but I couldn't tell, so it's kind of just on like winging it. I didn't ask her out yet, but I'm planning to.
You're working on it, right?
But,
Okay. So
yeah.
what's up?
So, I may or may not have fucked up.
Okay. Okay. Great start. I'm so excited to hear the rest of this call. Go ahead.
I may or may not have given her COVID. May or may not have. May.
Okay. Well, so you had COVID, and then you hung out.
I still have it, but
So you don't know who the super spreader was. You don't know who started it.
no, I tested COVID on the last week.
Okay.
Last Friday. And I came with it on Monday because they didn't tell me, and I ended up giving her COVID because she's just right behind me.
Okay.
And pretty much everyone in the class. So I pretty much gave her COVID.
Okay. Is she mad at you?
I don't know. She hasn't told me anything.
Well, you should. It would be really sweet. First of all, COVID is, it's super transmissible, so it's not really your fault. Like you were both, it was in school, right? You gave her COVID in school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had to sit next to her. It'd be a great conversation piece to be like, hey, listen, I might have given you COVID. Super sorry about that. It's silly. It's fun. COVID's not silly or fun, but the fact that you're both okay, right? You're both okay?
I don't know. I haven't heard from her.
Okay, maybe check in on her first before we
I've
think.
been trying to, but she never responds. I mean, like today, I got it. I asked if I could call her. She's seen it and I never responded.
Okay. Maybe ask around right now, because that doesn't sound too good, dog. You gotta make sure she's okay, because COVID can really take people out, dog.
Yeah.
Well, you did fuck up a little bit, but once again, you didn't know. She's got to understand you didn't know. It was either you or another kid. I mean, there's a billion kids in a classroom.
I don't know, like 20.
20? Yeah, fuck it. You don't beat yourself up about this. I don't think you fucked up that bad. Just, talk to her about it. That's the best case scenario. She's mad at you, but I wouldn't see this as being that big of a deal.
I left out some things like here and there, not too big.
You did what?
I left out a couple details here and there last time around.
Okay.
So do you want to know them or not?
Well, I'm gonna give someone else a chance to hop on, I think, because you already had
Okay.
you had your turn. But I appreciate you calling in.
Okay, yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, no problem, bud. See ya.
Yep, you too.
Yeah, it's not his fault you gave him COVID. Who's doing these bits? Oh, someone subbed. Sorry, someone called so quick last time I didn't get to say thank you. Augustin, thank you for the subscription. And VOXUF, thank you for the subscription. Who's doing this? Stop spamming bits. I gotta turn off the alert box because you're interrupting calls. Hold on. Is it animation? Sorry, a little technical difficulty here. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take the cents. I think we're up to like 60 cents now. Volume down. There we go. Alright, you can give me all the bits you want. I can't get into the queue. You're in. It's not a queue. It's a first come, first served basis. Still calling getting turned down by your number more than any woman ever. Ha! Sorry, pimp. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to call. We're all trying to call. We're at 961 messages since this since this fucking stream started. You people, we gotta figure out a better system. Stampy, you idiot.
Call from
Wyatt.
Wyatt, how you doing, my son?
Oh my god. Oh, this is awesome.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you did it. You made it. You just played the lottery today.
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good enough. What can I do for you?
So there's this girl I really
Hold up. Get a little closer to the mic. Get a little closer to the mic.
All right.
There you go.
Can you hear me better?
Way better.
All right. So there's this girl that I like. We're not in the same class, which kind of sucks because I can't really talk to her so much, right?
Right, that's tough.
But I also have her on Snapchat.
Okay.
But like, I just added her, right? So I don't want to be like too
quick with it.
Talkative. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm like kind of confused what to do here. So I don't want to go for it because I barely know her, right?
Right.
So
how did you acquire her Snapchat?
So like I knew her from school. My friend knows her from
Okay.
gymnastics, I guess. I don't do gymnastics.
Okay.
So my friend knew her, and then I just kind of saw her, and then I kind of liked her, right?
Right.
And then I saw her in my quick ads.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
And I just kind of asked, right? So.
Well, she accepted it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're.
And I just asked if she was the same person inside her class, and she said yes. And it was actually a good conversation starter because we talked for 10 minutes.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So to go from here, I gave the same advice to Liam that one time, but a great way to get things going is ask her opinion about something. So that's usually it's one, showing that you care about their opinion about anything, and two, it's just a good conversation starter to get it going. So I don't know, whatever you're into, keep it not as niche. Like, don't show her some fucking Legend of Zelda shit and say, do you think this is cool? But like, whatever, like you got like your car, I don't know, whatever you have, some basic object that is kind of cool, and be like, hey, what do you think about this new thing I just got? And see if she responds, because then it's directed towards her. Don't mass snap it. Send it directly to her. See if she bites, and that's a good way to keep it going. And then when that conversation ends, use whatever you learned in that conversation and keep it going. Now you know a little bit more about her. Open it up. That's practically 90% of relationships is just finding out. It's all about finding out about someone else. We're humans. That's what it's all about.
All right. Thanks.
No problem, bud. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. See ya. He was a little nervous, but it's okay. A little nervous. I don't think he expected to get on. Got a real good story, but can't call. Too nervous. Mind if I set it in chat? You can. I might not answer you because I'm taking calls and I don't want to interrupt a call just to look at the chat, but what if her humor is shit? Then it's not the one. Dummy. I'm not putting Jerry back in. Is that Jerry saying hashtag get Jerry in? Jerry, you had your goddamn turn. Don't start a hashtag for yourself.
Call from Billy.
Billy?
Hi.
Hi. What can I do for you?
Oh my God. Hi. So, I wanted to give my story about a time I was very down bad.
This is gonna sound.
It happened.
Hold up.
What's up?
You're a girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make a note that you're the first girl we've ever had on the show in 3 weeks.
Really?
Yes.
So the guy I'm dating, he introduced me to down bad people, and we literally laugh our asses off watching this stream.
Awesome. Oh my God, I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, well, this is a very special event. I'm glad to have you on here, and I'm excited to hear your story. The chat's going crazy right now that there's a girl.
I know. I have your stream paused, and I'm reading it right now. It's very funny.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start. So right now, I am 22 years old.
Okay.
And this happened when I was 18, freshly graduated. So I had a crush on this boy, and we did film club together.
Okay.
And so basically, I got to know him while I was doing a student film for him. He was the director. I was the actor, the main actor in the whole thing. And
okay.
We basically bonded over movies and that kind of thing. But anyway, we so basically, I think it's a week or two after graduation, and he comes over and we hook up for the first time. That's when I lose my virginity and everything. He's very special to me.
Awesome.
And I feel like we had a very great bond. And and then my mom and my stepdad found out that we were having sex in the basement.
Oh.
And she asked me in front of my stepdad, are you having sex with him? And I'm like, yes, I am. She's like, well, you're not allowed to do it in the house. And I'm like, well, great. Well, I can't do it in his house, in his tiny 2-bedroom apartment with his mom.
Oh, Jesus
so
Christ.
Basically, okay. And also to preface this, I live in Seattle. And right now, there's lots of homeless activity, people doing drugs in the streets. You see it every day.
Right.
And so me and this boy, he rents a motel room.
Oh,
in the
Jesus
most
Christ.
horrible place ever. It is the most disgusting place ever. That is where you go to rent a sex worker and spend
or
ladies
murder
of the
somebody.
night, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, literally. And so it's $100. And he's 17 and I'm 18. So like I think that's how we get by with renting it. It was $100. So I was like, oh hell yeah. Also, the night is taking place on my mother's birthday. So I wasn't even there for her birthday party because I was so down bad to fuck this boy that I had known for like 2 months. So basically, we rented, we get into the most disgusting motel room I have ever been in. Like, we slept on the bed and everything, didn't even change the sheets. And I was like, I don't trust this, but I'm so desperate for this boy because I was the most horny 18-year-old girl ever. And
well,
so
I'm glad that this story happened when you were 18. If this was any other age besides 18, I would have to hang up on you because this is almost a crime, even though you were of age. This is horrific. And it was your mother's birthday. You did this on your mother's birthday.
No, I fucking hated the bitch. Like, I still hate her. And, she let my sisters, have sex with their boyfriends in the house. She didn't give a shit. But specifically me, I don't know why.
Are you the
but
oldest?
Anyway, and I'm the youngest.
Okay, it's either the oldest or the youngest. Because she knows she fucked up with the first two. She's got to protect you. That's usually how it goes.
Oh, I was so far gone. But, yeah, we spent the night there, and now when I pass by that motel, it's shut down, and it's blocked off by a fence, and it's trashed. And it is the most disgusting place ever, and I just, even taking a shower in, like, that shabby little shower, I felt so disgusting. I couldn't even shower after just being, after all those nasty bodily fluids.
I can't imagine. I would rather stay dirty than take a shower in a motel bathroom. I used to play...
I was so nasty.
I used to play hockey in high school, and there was this rink, the Westboro rink, that was, like... It was a place to play hockey, but the bathrooms... There's showers in the men's locker room, but there was no light, and the floor was about 2 inches taller than where it was when it was built because there was so much scum on the ground, and you had to use, like, your bare foot.
God.
But we called it the motel shower. I just wanted to bring that up because it's the exact same mentality. If you've ever been in one of those dirty motels, it's horrific. So the fact that, one, you went there on your mother's birthday, took a shower, didn't change the sheets, I'm so happy you're alive right now. I really am. Because you're probably ground zero for some new disease.
There was a part where we were walking to this gas station to pick up some water because I did not trust the sink in that motel room. Picking up some water, and the gentleman behind us just starts talking to us and basically saying that he should marry me. And we're like, we got to get out of here. Like, these people are fucking weird.
Right.
Like, these people, like, approaching, like, 2 teenagers and saying all this weird shit. I'm like, this is not a safe place.
Yeah. You were never in a safe place. Not one point in this story were you in a safe place. Okay, well, I gotta.
Oh my God.
We're running out of time. I appreciate the call.
Yeah, no, that's my story.
It was horrific, and I really appreciate you giving us the deets on this one. Thank you so much.
I can't wait to show this to the guy I'm dating. He's gonna be so happy. I thank you for picking up my call, Father.
No problem. Thanks for not dying. Have a great one.
All right, you too.
Bye. We did it, guys. Got a good story. Got a girl on the stream. I know there's some in the chat, too. They always say, like, I'm a girl. I would love to get on the call, but it's just I don't have a way to pick people. It would be great to have a balance. It really would be. But you guys are a little bit more persistent. Guys, we witnessed it. Woman historic. We were here. Some of you are saying some misogynistic shit, but I don't have any mods yet. Just know if you were doing that shit when I had a mod, you'd be done. Can I call more than once in a day, or would you rather not? Rather not. Let's give everyone a chance. I don't even like to have the same people in the same week, honestly, unless it's an update on the story. Because, I mean, there's a shit ton of people trying to call, and it's unfair. Calling this as the highest viewed TikTok. Because a girl called? You think? Let's see. Someone who's called several times. This person's called several times, so we'll give him a ring. Why are you spamming it? Why are you spamming that goddamn emoji?
Hello?
Hello, my child?
Hey, what's up? Okay, so here's my story, right?
Okay.
As you know, whacking off this Addison Ray Instagram.
That's enough of that. All right. I was wondering when we were gonna get something like that. What a fucking loser. Anyway, moving on. Was that you, Augustin? Don't say shit like that, dog. That ain't how you do it. Oh, it wasn't you? Okay, you said sorry. He said some shit. I'm sure you'll be able to hear it in the replay. Father, this emote is great. Yeah, you guys are really loving it. Alright.
Call from
Jerry.
Jerry?
Father.
What can I do for you?
Father, thank you for answering my call.
No problem. Do I know you in real life, Jerry?
No, you do not.
Okay,
I
you
am
sound
from
exactly
Ontario,
like my friend Jerry, so I thought I was getting pranked right now. So, go ahead, continue.
I have an extremely down bad story from
Okay.
From the point of view from my best friend, but I am also roped into this. If you would love to entertain me and hear this story.
Well, is it... Wait, so it's not your story, it's your friend's story?
Well, I'm quite involved in this.
Okay, sure. I'll take it.
So, all right. So, my best friend is by far the best-looking guy in our grade.
Okay.
So that makes me a very good part of this school. And he was recently dating the most good-looking girl in our grade. So you know how high school goes.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
So, as this happened, our school goes from grade 4 to 12. So you know, there's always those grade 12 guys that can't get with their own age, so they like to stoop down. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah. So my buddy, he was going around with this girl, and he was in our friend group, and we would hang out with them almost every weekend, and he would score big, and we were all happy for him, and so on and so forth. But a few days went by, a few weeks, and we saw her and this guy starting to get close in grade 12. He's one of those schmuck guys, you know, the ones that just like to be mean for fun.
Okay, you piece of shit. Got it.
Yeah, big piece of shit. And me and my best friend did some investigating of ourselves, because my buddy Stefano and me have some connections with higher up people, so we use that to our advantage. But me being the person I am, being 6'2", weighing 240 pounds, I could eat most of these people in
Right.
in the grade 12.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I would enjoy it. I would
Right.
enjoy it. They would go through a lot of pain and suffering if it were to come to the point.
Okay, you're getting a little psychopathic. Let's continue with the story.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Refrain. So anyways, besides the point is, yesterday my buddy broke up with his girlfriend because we found out that she was cheating on him with this grade 12.
Got it. Saw that coming. Yeah.
Yeah. So we decided to find this guy, and he was in the bathroom doing some not so good stuff by himself. I'm not gonna say it because don't want to get flagged or anything. And we just had a little talk with him, and we asked to see some messages, and he didn't want to show us the messages, so we let him go because we didn't. It was the end of the day, and we weren't gonna beat the shit out of this guy for absolutely nothing, because he was by himself.
Okay.
So today came, And his buddy decided one of my friends, or one of this grade 12 friend, came up to us and started threatening us with some very very intense threats.
Okay.
If you get what I'm trying to say here.
Mm-hmm.
So me being the guy that I am, stood up to him, and he started telling me to come to the bathroom and get into a fight with him. So me being the person I am, I went into the bathroom and I was waiting for him, and he never showed up.
What a dork.
At the end, yeah, he was a big pussy. But at the end of the day, I was in there with my buddy, and about 4 grade 12 guys came into the bathroom and started pushing us around. And I wasn't gonna stand for any of that, so I started pushing back. And a lot of these guys were quite a bit smaller than me, so I absolutely beat the shit out of 3 of them, and the last guy ran away like a pussy.
So how is this story down bad?
Because at the end of it all, my friend, he went back to the girl and he apologized for her cheating on him. And yeah, that's basically it.
All right. Well, you got some ass kicking out of it. I'm sure your reputation precedes you at this high school now, and that kid's a fucking idiot. He should figure his shit out.
Yeah.
All right. Bless your heart, my child.
Yes, thank you, Father. Thank you.
No problem. Liam, are you in the chat? If you want to call. Not even that bad. This was a bit deceiving of Jerry. I should always know when the story's not about the person. It's usually not that down bad. Why was this story told? Hey, they all can't be winners, guys, okay? But we are here for down bad stories. I want you to answer me so bad. I need help, Father. Well, King Vader, you read the rules. No begging. Can we swear? Yeah, to a degree. Fuck it. Father, is there a chance to talk to you via Discord because it's inexpensive to call? Possibly? I don't know. You guys message me on Discord. I got shit to do sometimes. You guys really, I can't give advice for everyone.
Call from Bobby.
Didn't you just call?
No, I haven't.
So this is a new person?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. I thought the other girl was named Bobby.
I don't know.
Maybe
What's
I'm
her
losing
name,
my
Bobby?
mind. Okay, we have the second girl ever on the stream. The chat goes crazy because they're all boys who we don't ever get girls on the call. So, it's a very exciting day for us here. What can I do you for?
Yeah, it's an exciting day for me too. Thanks for taking my call.
No problem.
So, gosh, I'm so nervous. So, I'm I think probably a bit older than most of your callers. I found your stuff on TikTok.
For sure.
And your stream is super fun. But I'm 32,
okay.
And there's this guy that I met up with from Tinder, and
bad start.
Yeah.
Nothing good ever comes from that app.
Well, he's 24, and so there's like big age gap there.
Good for you, though.
Thank you. He's actually the first dude I've been on a date with or met up with or anything in the last like 2 years that's totally my type, like 100%.
Wow. Okay.
And so like,
this is one of those stories where at the beginning it sounds really good, so I'm kind of afraid to see where this goes.
Yeah. Well, like our date went really well. Like we just got some drinks at a bar and then came back to my house and just like chilled and talked and stuff. But I ended up like doing a little bit of like Facebook stalking, just to like see what my this guy I'm meeting up with is.
Yeah, what are you getting into?
It turns Yeah. It turns out he's in this like mega church that's like a cult. They believe in like resurrecting the dead, and
Wait, no.
like
You're talking too fast. You said that statement way too quickly. So this guy, he was really great, and you thought he was exactly what you're into, but it turns out he's in a cult that believes they can resurrect the dead.
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
I just wanted, to fully submit that to the entire of this stream because you pissed right over it. What happens after this moment?
It's kind of normal in my hometown. It's like this mega church that's like kind of taking over the town. They put a bunch of money in the city and like pay the police officers and stuff. And it's here in the United States. It's really weird. But he left out that important detail and like had opportunities to share that on the date. I even mentioned the church and asked him if he knew about it, and he said yeah, and just didn't tell me. And then I found out he actually has like a leadership role in the church, and so like other people like look to him for like go to him to ask for prayers and stuff like that.
So what's the game plan? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, it's so hard to find dudes that are like totally my type, minus the
death cult that he is in. Minus that. Okay, so
yeah.
One, I mean, it's always a cop out to say like, oh, if you don't like where you are, just move, because that's a bitch. It's expensive and it's usually impossible. But you are in a town that seems to be getting dominated by a death cult. Am I wrong?
No, you're correct.
Okay, so here's my line of reasoning. You either leave that town and start a new life because it's becoming some kind of Orwellian movie, or you fall in love with this perfect dude and just assimilate. Either way, I mean, I wouldn't suggest doing that, but if you plan on sticking around, they're gonna get you at one point, right?
I don't think so. I'm pretty hardcore agnostic. I have been for a long time.
I know, but they paid off the cops. Maybe you won't be believing in it, but you might be wearing those robes one day.
There are rumors of them putting like intoxicants in the air
water?
filters so that people get high, in warship and stuff. So
okay,
I mean, unless there's something really good in the air.
I'm not gonna make you say what town you're from, but I'm gonna Google this as soon as I get off stream because this is just insanity. I wish you the best of luck. I would, of course, I'm gonna say stay away from this insane person, but if he's perfect, I mean, go for it. Just be aware that he's probably gonna try and, turn you into a meat puppet. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Stay safe. No problem. Have a good day, my son.
Thanks.
Or daughter. Sorry,
you,
I'm so used to saying son. Have a good day, my daughter.
It's all good. Thank you.
Oh my God, that's fucking crazy. Father, call Liam back. Is Liam trying to call? Liam, text me if you're trying to call. Because everyone's waiting on that goddamn update. But I did say I won't put it on TikTok if it was negative. Hey, Father, my friend and I are dating these girls, and they both get cheated on by girls. They cheated on them with each other. Don't put your fucking... Time out. Don't put your number in the chat, dummy. I gotta sneeze. Ugh. Just why? Just text me. Just text me. I'll call you back if you text me. I know you're trying to call. Just text me. You're someone who's worth calling back because we've been waiting on an update from you from a long time. That story was crazy. I don't want to gloss over what that nice lady said. Her town is being taken over by a death cult. And I wonder if he was perfect because he was just trying to recruit as many people as possible.
Call from
Mark.
Okay. Liam, I'll call you back. I just got your text. Hello, Mark. How we doing?
Good. How are you? Thank you for answering the call.
No problem. What can I do for you?
So, one second. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sorry about that.
You're good.
So I have a story. It kind of takes place over a span of 8 months.
All right.
And it's kind of just it's more along the lines of sad and like down bad, but it's like a bit of both.
Okay.
So basically it starts with like me, like I knew this girl like over Snapchat through like mutual friends.
All right.
And like I knew she was like decent looking, but like I never bothered to like approach her or like make moves because like she lived like a little bit far away.
Mhm.
So like I didn't think it was like worth my time. But then there was this like event going on. I'm not gonna go into like detail about what it was. That's not really important. But she says like, "Hey, do you want to go?" Like I'm trying to find people to go with me, and I'm like, "Sure, like why not?" So I basically take the train down to like where this event is, and we meet up. And like I said, I knew she was like pretty before, but like she like sort of knew what I looked like, but apparently she like was like really into me.
Oh, word. All right.
And so after the event, like she like she like Snapchats me like super frequently,
Mhm.
and then like as like time goes on, like she gets like more and more like flirtatious,
Okay.
and like says like at one point like I'm like I like you, like, and it's like, oh sweet, but it's like even though like I liked her back, like I couldn't ask her to like be my girlfriend because like it was just too far away to like carry on a relationship.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't want to and like that's when like things started getting like a little like weird because
Right.
like I would like make like references and like ask like, hey, do you want to like meet up at some point, like, because like it was too far away to like have a like consistent relationship, but it
How
wasn't
far are
too
we
far
talking?
away to like
How many hours?
like 4.5.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's definitely. I
So
mean, it can be done, but
it
it's
was like
definitely difficult. Yeah.
yeah, it was like it was difficult. It would have been difficult, but it wasn't too far to like make just like a trip here and there. Because like that's like driving distance for like a vacation or something, so it was like wasn't
Right.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And she would always like every time I would reference it, she would play it off as like an ironic statement that I made or like a joke. And it was like really kind of strange, but I kind of just ignored it.
Okay.
And then she was also like, it's kind of important, like the kind of person to like not have much social media. Like all she had was like a Snapchat, like TikTok, and like that's it, like no Instagram or anything else.
All right.
And so she goes like, oh, I'm gonna like take a week off Snapchat. And I figured like that's like something she would do. So then like a week goes by, still nothing from her. And like I was like curious, and then I look and her like Snap score's like gone up. Like I wasn't like stalking it, but like it was like noticeable. And that's when it was kind of like, dang. And that was about like 4 months in.
Ooh.
And that's when things start to really go like downhill. Because this is also like the first person I've actually like liked. Like I have like zero social skills and zero game.
Right.
So
At least you're self-aware.
I am, yes. So it was like I guess like the kind of like the first crush kind of like.
Right. Yeah. It hits hard.
Yeah, and like from that point on, like it was like much more infrequent messaging. And prior to that, there was always like good mornings, like ask how your day was, compliments, like just like general like interest, like you'd expect.
Right. Yeah.
And then it was like just super dry, like after that. And then it was kind of just like it went from me kind of like being like I wouldn't say longing, but just like missing how it was before.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
And then eventually like time went on to like the point where like she would like hardly message, and there like was no explanation either, like no like, oh, I'm seeing someone else, oh, I don't like nothing.
She just ghosted you.
Basically, but it wasn't like a full ghost. There was still like correspondence every once in a while. So it was like she was like kind of just like there, like playing me along.
Yeah.
Like messaging me frequently enough to keep me like there.
But
and it eventually got to the point where I'm like, you know what, like I'm gonna like block her on everything because like
at this point you're just
I realized
wasting
that,
time.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, like it hurt me more to just like have her around and waiting for a response than just block her. And so like it kind of hurt to do that, but it felt good. But I think it's still like something that like hasn't like healed, because like it was like last week or the week before I straight up just had this dream where it was from her perspective, where my name pops up on her phone and it says like Mark is typing, and like I had like a freak out like mid dream.
Jesus Christ.
Dreams. It was like bad.
Yeah, dreams are definitely where it's shit. Like you think you're over someone, then all of a sudden you have a dream about them, and it's back to square one. But like I tell everyone, you did a good job blocking her. Definitely give yourself distance from the situation because it's not giving you any positives. It's all negative at this point. It does suck dumping 8 months into someone and then it all comes apart at the very end. But definitely you need to continue on leaving this person alone at least for the next 8 months. Give her exactly as much time as you put into it because I'm sure you're gonna find something better. That you did like her, but she did live that far away, and that was a huge issue for you. So you got stuck on it, and it does suck that you said you had like light social skills, and it's hard to move on from these moments because it's a lot of effort to put back into something, especially if you're not good at doing it. But that's my suggestion to you. You really need to give this situation space. You did it. I'm very proud of you for blocking them. I didn't expect you to say that, but don't be weak. Don't get drunk at 2 a.m. and then decide to unblock them and send them a message. Hold with every might of your fingers. Keep it up and maybe check back in 8 months, see what they're up to. But for right now, take your space.
Thank you, Father.
No problem, son. Have a good one. Okay, I'll call you back, Liam.
Yo!
Yo, Liam! What's poppin', cud?
I was getting the call while I was watching the stream. Half surprised.
Do you have any update?
Okay, don't get mad. Don't get mad.
I'm gonna get mad. Mad.
Okay, it's not like I'm a chicken or anything, and I've said that before, but
you've said that 3 times now.
It's genuinely not my decision. It's genuinely not my decision because so there's this game tonight, right? And I go.
There's always a game, Liam. There's always a game with you.
Yes, there is. There's a hockey game, and that's where I was playing. So I was like, okay, I'll go to the game, whatever, she'll be there, and then I'll probably ask her, right, after a conversation or whatever, right?
Right.
But so for the past week, I've been like talking to my mom about it, like because my dad had this business trip on Wednesday
right. And you didn't want
that
to
he really couldn't miss.
Yeah.
So he really couldn't miss it, and then he went on it on Wednesday, and he was fine, and then he came back today, but I was like, okay, well then I can just go to the game, and then I can be there, but she just said no. She said, actually, no, you can't go.
Did she give a reason?
She said that there's too many Omicron cases at the moment, and that maybe I could go next week.
I feel so bad for the kids of your generation. You're getting so stifled by COVID, and it's smart that your mom's doing that because you're a kid, and Omicron apparently is affecting children more, but still, it's killing me because how is this? Is the anticipation not murdering you at this point?
It really is. It's totally like, and I debate it more, but I know I'm gonna do it.
Okay, I'm sure at this point in your head, I can't imagine you thinking you're gonna back out because you've been talking about it for weeks.
There's so many people that's around it. I don't know what to do.
That's true. Does she have any idea?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I know your homies found out about this TikTok, so.
Yeah.
But hey, man.
They figured it out, but like it doesn't matter. They'll totally rag on me for it, but they won't. They're not that.
Yeah, they're not gonna blow it up for you.
No.
Well, Liam, I say it at the end of every call we have. I need you to promise me you're gonna get this done. I know.
I will get it done.
Are you?
I swear.
Are you vaccinated?
Yeah, I'm double vaxxed, and I've had it.
Then I'm not gonna go against your mother's wishes. I don't agree with her. I think you'll be fine, but still.
Well, it's the thing is so there was one hockey game, and I went to it, and that's actually where I got COVID.
Oh my fucking god!
That's why.
She's gun shy about it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, all right. Well.
And then up until an hour ago, they weren't actually going to let any high schoolers go to the game because last time, people were like there was so much drugs and stuff, and there was too many people that they were actually breaking the plexiglass of the hockey arena.
Wow. Do you go to Euphoria High School? What is this? You said drugs?
Yeah, totally.
What the?
What?
fuck? That's crazy. They were all drugged up and
No,
breaking the plexiglass? That's insane.
Yeah,
My high school hockey team did not have that kind of fan service. I'm going to be honest with you. Your school sounds dope. Don't do drugs, but that sounds like fun.
Of course, I didn't.
Still, though, okay.
It was crazy.
So, I'm going to have you call me. I appreciate the update.
Mm-hmm.
Next time you call, it doesn't have to be next week. Mm-hmm. I know you're dealing with Omicron, but next time you call, I want, what's the word I'm looking for here? I want a result. I want a result from you.
Okay.
Good or bad?
Okay, so I won't call in like Wednesday or anything. I will, next time I call in, I will have an answer.
Bless your heart, Liam. I believe in you.
Okay.
All right. This is a saga at this point. This is a whole series. People are dying to hear about you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. See you, bud.
You won't post it, will you? You won't post it, please?
No, I won't. I won't post it, Liam. I promise. I already promised you that.
Okay.
The chat would hate me if I did that to you. So I'm not going to do that.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Oh, I hung up on while he was talking. My bad. Sorry, Liam. Here we go. We got our Liam update. And I still know people in the comments on the TikTok are going to be asking, where's Liam? Liam calls in, motherfuckers. He's just dealing with COVID. Chris My House, thank you for the subscription. I always appreciate those. Those make me happy. Did someone else sub? I think someone else subbed a long time ago. Hold on. Did they? No, they didn't. Okay, we're good. W's for Liam. Liam's the GOAT. If I really need help, there's a girl that I liked at one point. I can't read all that.
Call
I gotta answer
from
the call.
John.
John, how we doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Good. What can I do for you, my son?
So, I have a story from, like, not that long ago. Like, it was, like, probably 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
I'm 16 now, but, like, I was probably, like, I don't know, 14, 13 back then. So, like, back in 7th or 8th grade.
Okay.
And there was this chick in school that I, like, really, really liked. And, like, I asked her out one time, like, start of 7th grade, and she just, like, didn't respond. She, like, looked at it and just didn't respond.
She left you on red? So you asked her out over the phone?
Yeah, I did.
All right. That's the first mistake, but I'm sure we learned from it.
Oh, I definitely learned from it. And then, like, probably 2 or 3 months later, you know, I was talking. We were trying to, like, get somewhere with her, you know?
Right.
And I asked her out again. And it was over Snapchat this time, so even worse.
Mm-hmm.
And she just totally friend-zoned me. She, like, said that I'm, like, her best friend, and it would be weird. And I was like, oh, man.
That'll happen to you. That's definitely... Yeah. I mean, how old are you?
I'm 16 now.
16? All right, well... do you want to be friends with her at all, or is it just...
Oh, no, man.
You just want to date her?
But hear me out. It gets worse.
Okay.
I asked her out, like, 2-3 months later. Again, for, like, the third time.
Bro.
And just totally friend-zoned.
Yeah. You're friend-zoned the second time. Why would you think anything would change?
I don't know. It just happened.
You couldn't control yourself from asking her out again?
No, I couldn't. All my friends were, like, pressuring me to do it, and I was like, man, it's not going to work anyway, so I'll just go for it.
I get the mentality. That's definitely a warrior mentality. A warrior spirit you have, but you got to know when to cut the rope. It wasn't not happening with this person.
Yeah, now I know not to do that.
I think your friends were setting you up, man. I think they were setting you up for failure on that one.
Thanks, man. But can I get some advice right now? Like, I'm talking to this chick.
Yeah.
And, like, she just, like, I don't know. She's, like, kind of blank towards me.
Just dry in the
text? Like, I try to be funny and everything, you know?
In the text or in person?
In person and on text even. Like, we have, like, a group chat together.
Oh, okay, so she's just dry as a person?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. And how old are you again?
I'm 16.
16. So, I get at your age, like, having a girl, I dated some pretty terrible people at your age because I just wanted a girlfriend. Just tell everyone I had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Just touch boob. But you got to ask yourself, you're asking me, how do you talk to someone who's dry? Why do you want to talk to someone who's dry? Because she's pretty?
I don't know. Yeah, she's pretty.
Okay, well, that's not to sound like a fucking soy boy. That should not be the main objective. You're not going to be happy even if you date her. If everything goes perfectly and you start dating her, you're not going to be happy because you're going to be talking to a brick wall the whole fucking time. Maybe, I don't know if there's like, she's waiting for a certain thing to make her open up. Maybe she's better one-on-one, but I mean, what's the point of going after someone who's dry if you're trying to make her not dry? Maybe she's just a dry person. Do you want to date someone like that?
No, Father, you really opened my eyes right now.
There you go. I mean, you're 16, you're blind. Pretty girls make us stupid. But
Yeah.
if she's dry, she's dry, man. I wouldn't go for it unless that was the move.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. I'm sure you're
Yeah,
still
thank you
going to
very
do
much,
it,
Father.
but okay, bless your heart.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye. That's so funny. That's such a 16-year-old problem. Yeah, she's really boring. How do I talk to her more? Why do you want to talk to her? She's boring. Well, she's pretty. Oh, okay. That math checks out. What you're doing is blasphemy. You will pay for this one day when the depths of your sin weigh down upon your soul. You will look back at your forsaken life. Pause. That's a ban. I don't give a shit.
Call from
Joey.
Joey, how we doing, my boy?
Good, how are you?
Good, what can I do for you?
So I have a story from when I was in 8th grade, and I think you're gonna like this one.
Okay, what are we thinking?
Alright, so when I was in 8th grade, there was this girl, and she liked me a lot. It was very obvious, everyone knew it. And so one day I decided to ask her out because, like, why the fuck not?
Mhm.
And so I do it. 3 days, everything's fine, and then 4th day, she just completely stops responding to my text at all. And then I'm confused, so I text like one of our mutual friends, and she's just like, "Oh yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, it's kind of weird." And then the next day, Friday, of the high school's homecoming football game dance, she breaks up with me. Just like randomly, and it was just.
So you only dated for like 5 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it gets better. 2 weeks later, her best friend asks me out. Dated for like 2 months.
Good. All right, that's a little bit of a bonus, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
Did you ever find out why she was India? Like, what happened? Was it? I don't want to.
have no idea.
I don't want to make it like I don't want to say like was it you, but like definitely review the tapes, look back and see what happened. Maybe she. I mean, you never know how people are thinking, but it's very interesting that she was so into you and then all of a sudden she dropped out. Maybe it's just one of those things where she couldn't have you and then when she had you, she was bored with it. But I'm glad that you were able to. I mean, best friend or not, regardless of how toxic that situation is, very toxic. But I'm glad that you were able to have a relationship for 2 months after that. So clearly it wasn't absolutely you. You're able to maintain some resemblance of a relationship with a human being. So that's a W in my book. You got the fish.
Yes, let's go. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good one, son.
All right, goodbye. Have a great. You
Bye.
too.
That kid's got the Valorant accent, if anyone knows who that is.
Call from
Andy.
Andy?
This is Andy.
Andy, it's Tucker, the priest. What can I do for you?
Is this am I live right now?
You are live right now, yes.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate you taking my call.
No problem.
So I have a story from high school that goes up to my current life.
How old are you?
So I'm 40. I may be your oldest caller ever.
Absolutely you are, but I'm excited to hear it. Besides, we had one creepy guy call in from like another country and he like just told a story about stalking a girl. He might have been like 70, I have no idea. But you are the confirmed oldest person.
Yeah. So to begin with, I posted this in the chat. I've been trying to get on for forever.
Okay.
But in high school, when I was a junior, I dated a girl that I was really into. Come around to Valentine's Day, she broke up with me.
Tough. I know that happens a lot though, because people don't want to like feel like they're responsible for you and buy you gifts because they're already too out of it mentally. But yeah, that's probably like one of the worst case scenarios.
Yeah. So actually, what happened was like I met up with her at Dairy Queen, and like was going to exchange gifts, and she broke up with me, and then drove down to the local Taco Bell. And I seen after she broke up with me, she was already there, like hugging and kissing on another guy that had got her stuff.
Wow. So that was a setup. That was a planned out execution. God.
So
damn.
Yeah. So Father, this happened 2 more times in a row.
Valid?
Senior in high school, I'm dating a girl. We share my senior locker down Senior Hall. I'd gotten her some flowers and a balloon, and it's in the locker. We're waiting to meet in between class, and she shows up to my locker, and like I'm about to open the door and show her all the stuff, and she breaks up with me. On Valentine's Day, 2 in a row.
Okay. Tough go. All right.
Yep. So it gets worse. There's one more. I meet a girl in college. We date for 7 years, get married, and these are consecutive, 3 in a row, Father. We get married. We're married for 10 years. She's well aware of it early on in the relationship. It was a joke. Like, I was really sort of gun shy when it came to Valentine's Day.
Right.
And she was always real reassuring. She left me and divorced me on Valentine's Day.
Oh, my God. This is... I don't know what you did. I don't know if you're a religious man. I don't know if I am either. I don't know what you did to displease the universe in such a powerful way. But this is like, if I wrote this as a script for a TV show, people wouldn't like it because it wouldn't be believable. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, this
is... It's the truth.
This is bad writing in your life. That is fucking crazy. And it's a little shitty, you know, of your wife to pull that. I'm not going to pull judgment, but she knew. Maybe, I don't know.
So I've had buddies that we've discussed it, like, after it happened. Of course, all of my close network of friends, they were aware. We've been, I live in a small town. We've been friends since high school. Like, they were aware. Like, no one talked about it for the first couple months, and they're like, hey, 3 in a row. And I was like, yeah, that's, it was hard.
3 times the charm,
but to preface that, I would to encourage the rest of the brethren, that was like almost 5 years ago that happened. I'm actually in a very healthy relationship now. I'm actually getting married again. So I'd want to encourage the others that, that you can always get back up from a down bad.
Hey, man, I appreciate that message. That's beautiful. Clearly, you have, like I said, a warrior spirit. The fact that you just keep putting yourself out there again because you've had a fucking tough go of it. But I do recommend that after you get married, the first Valentine's Day, lock yourself in a fucking room and turn off your phone so you have no chance of some bullshit coming into your life. Because clearly, it's just, I don't know if your mom made fun of a witch when she was pregnant with you or some shit, but you're cursed in a certain way. So do your best.
Absolutely.
Do not make eye contact with another human being on every Valentine's Day for the rest of your life. All right, bud?
I will.
All right.
Thank you, Father.
Andy, bless your heart.
Yeah.
Wow, we've had some record-breaking calls today. We've had 2 girls for the first time. It's sad that I have to be excited about that, but I am. And we had the oldest person ever, 40 years old, still thriving. And what do I say to you young guys? Always. You're always stuck in your own heads. That man's been through it. He's fucking 40. And if he can get through it, you can get through your first breakup. It's going to hurt, but he knows. He's jumped in that cold pool many a time, and he's numb. But he knows love's worth it. And the cult story, too. That cult story was fucking crazy. All right, we got time for a couple more. Are we allowed to call in with success stories? Yeah, sure. As long as it's not bragging. If it's like, giving advice.
Pablo.
Pablo, how we doing, my son?
Yo, it's good, sucker. So, basically, I met this one girl at a football game, right?
All right.
We click up from the start, and we start dating, like, maybe a month or, like, 2 months later, I don't know. And then after we're dating, out of nowhere, she just, like, breaks up. And we dated over, like, Christmas break, so she would call me every single night.
Damn.
And the calls would go along. So I knew she was into me, and all her friends, they knew she was into me for, like, a long, long time.
How long were you guys dating?
We dated, like, a month or 2 months, I think.
Okay, all right.
And, what's it called? She calls me one night. She says and then I hang up on her. I'm really pizza, I eat pizza.
Right.
And then she calls me back, and then she just breaks up out of nowhere. And she says that she still wants to be friends and that she still likes me. I don't believe that at all. And I talk about. Then she calls me like a week, maybe 2 weeks later, and I bring up this one girl who I'm thinking about like asking out because I really like her hair or whatever.
You like
And
her
then my
hair?
friend, yeah, I like. Oh, I like bangs. I don't know what it is. I just like.
Oh yeah, bangs are.
But
I'm into bangs too. If you can pull off bangs, all the power to you.
actually, you right, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, so my friend thought he's like he tells me that she got jealous over that, but she just doesn't want to date. And I don't even know what the reasons for. So I'm trying to figure that out.
Well, yes. I mean, I'm gonna have no idea to tell you just because I don't know you, I don't know her, I don't know what she's into, I don't know what you're into. But that you can't, force people. Like, don't. There's that age-old saying, you don't pick who you love, and putting mental effort into someone who just doesn't want to date, it's a waste of fucking time because you're in your head trying to Sherlock the situation, whereas it could be the fact that she doesn't like your nose. Or she doesn't like how you eat your mashed potatoes at lunch. Like, it's just some bullshit. But if someone's picky enough or they just have weird standards, don't put your mental thought process into that because you're going to find someone who's equally as happy with you. Then, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think so.
Don't kill yourself over this. Sorry, not what I meant to say. Don't beat yourself up over this. All right?
Gotcha. I think so.
No problem. Have a good day, Pablo. Yeah, didn't mean to say don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself, but don't. That was a little harsh. Speediest, thank you for subscribing. Also, Dex Offender, change your name, but thank you for subscribing. That's my fucking brother, by the way, Dex Offender. His name's Dex. And his fucking username's Dex Offender. Because that's funny to him. And it's a little funny, but he's a grown adult now, and he needs to learn. Don't laugh. That's not funny. Don't laugh. I can see you guys laughing. It's not funny. His name should be Tyrannosaurus Dex. That's what it used to be. He's going through a rough patch right now. I got an interesting story, and I've been trying to call for like an hour. It's not up to me. What did I say about begging? And not a good story. Once again, it's not. I don't pick who it is. I don't pick who calls. I'm in Australia, man. If I had international calls, I'd probably give you a ring. Someone called me. There's a way to do it. Maybe he used WhatsApp or something. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. I can see you pieces of shit. He's got so many. Dexamphetamine is also a good username of his. He's got a lot of good usernames. Dexamphetamine, Tyrannosaurus Dex, Dex Fender. And I think his right now, I'm not going to say his right now because I don't want you guys to reach out to him. I don't think he wants to reach out to it. All right, we'll take one last call. We'll take this one.
Hello?
Hello.
Father?
Father, it is me. What can I do for you, son?
Holy shit. Alright. Oh, wait. Sorry. Can I curse?
Yes, you can.
Okay. My bad. So I have two stories. One's, I'm only going to tell one.
Okay.
I'll save another one for like a month or two.
Love it.
I have one that's, like, I need advice for. And then the second one, I'm confused. But I don't know. I'll tell the confused one. So there's this girl. There's this girl. She moved into our school like last year, but because of COVID, I met her this year.
All right.
And we both did this program called Unified Basketball for high school. We partner up with like kids with special needs. So and we were always talking during practice. Like we were always like just kind of hanging out and like. At the end of the season, like I remember, like one of our mutual friends, like my best friend, and she came up to me and was like, "Hey, like this girl, like I'll make up a fake name. We'll call her Kate." Kate came up to me and said, "Hey, like this girl, like she really likes you. Like you probably should hang out with her." So I was like, I don't know, like I don't really like her. Like she's like I like her. Like don't get me wrong, like she's wicked cool. Like but it's just she's not that attractive. But I was like, fuck it. Like I'll go over. I'll hang out. I'll see what happens. Like because I mean, if one thing leads to another, I'm not necessarily going to decline. So
right. Who are you?
My name's Trevor.
No,
I'm
I mean like who
old.
are you to decline is what I meant to say.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
So she drives me over and we're in her basement. She's like, "Oh, like what do you want to watch?" I was like, "Oh, like what you put it on." And I'm not even kidding. 2 minutes in, we get down and dirty.
Wow.
I I lost my virginity to her that day.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thoroughly impressed. I didn't do anything, man. She just kind of stared at me and she kind of went for it. She made all the moves. I was like, hey, like if this happens, like.
Some people know what they want, man. I mean, if you really want something, you'll go for it. And she took her opportunity, and you didn't, object. So feels like she got the dub there.
She had a huge set of balls, and I'm not gonna break her heart.
Metaphorically, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So I remember like a couple days later, I was really thinking about it because like the day or two after, I was going up to like. I only told like 3 of like my best friends. I was like, dude, like you won't believe this shit. And they were like, there's no way you did this. So I was ecstatic. I was as happy as I could be. I lost my virginity without having to try. So, and then I remember like the next week, it was like 1 in the morning. I was just watching YouTube and I went to go to bed and I just couldn't. Like that's all I could think about. Because all I could think about was just like, I didn't really like her, and I know like losing your virginity as a girl, like to do
wait,
that. Like
she was also a virgin.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm stuck. I don't know like, and I've been thinking about this for a while. This happened back in like November, and she keeps asking me to hang out, and I'm like, yeah, for sure. And like we've hung out, but I've never like made another move because I don't necessarily want to. Like I would love to continue being friends with her. She's cool as hell.
Right.
But like I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I can keep doing what we did that day.
So are you asking for my advice on this situation?
I guess so. Like I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
My advice to you is that you're fucked. That's my advice to you. It's nothing against you. She made all the moves. You can tell her that. And that, hey, listen, I wasn't looking for anything more than, what we did. I think you're really cool. And it's just going to be a real hard conversation with her. The same situation. I mean, kids are dumb. You both get over this at one point, but you're not going to, the longer you drag this out, the harder it's going to get for both of you. So, my advice to you is take care of it as soon as possible. Let her know what your intentions were, and I don't even fully believe you're gonna do it after. I think you're probably gonna drag it out because that's what I would do when I was at your age. Like that's just an impossible conversation to have, but it's gonna happen at one point, and it's gonna blow up. So the explosion is gonna be smaller the less time you take.
I mean, it has to happen at some point, so
right.
I guess it's better sooner rather than later.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's up to you, but it's gonna break her heart, and you got to be the one to break it.
It's gonna hurt. All right.
Well, I appreciate you giving the call in. I appreciate asking for advice. I appreciate the 508 area code, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Father. You have a great night.
You too. Have a good one, bud.
Thank you.
All right. No more calls. We're gonna wrap this up. Do we want to do a raid tonight? Are we gonna be nice to the raid person? It seems like you guys were pretty nice to the raid person last time. How do you do this and not get messed up? I do get messed up from doing this. Some of you guys say the most fucked up shit. Alright, what are we gonna watch? We watched Pokemon last time. I'm done. The new Pokemon came out today, so we'll watch that. Oh, Pokemon. I accidentally clicked on the Pokemon. I don't know Pokemon had their own Twitch. What's the new game called? Pokemon Unite? Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right? Is it Pokemon Unite? I don't know. I don't follow Pokemon. Is that the new game? No, Legend of Carius. Okay. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, there's a shit ton of people. Okay. I don't know why it wasn't coming up originally. Hold on. Let's see. We want to watch a VTuber? No, we don't want. We want to watch a real person. Oh, this guy's streaming for 6 hours straight? Alright, we'll give it to him. He's putting the effort in. We'll give it to him. He seems like a cool dude. Be nice. Be cool. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Hopefully we'll see some clips from the show on the TikTok, and really appreciate y'all. 44 viewers. I don't know why you guys are so quick to do that. It's so crazy. 77, 85, 95, 99, 96. Come on, let's get to 100, please. Please get to 100. Just 100, please. 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 We're at 99, for the love of God. 98. All right, I'm setting it. Everyone have a good night. Thank you for coming in. Bless your hearts.